I kept that letter for 18 years. I never opened it. Not because I forgot, but because I was afraid of what it might say. And today, I finally did. I wish I had opened it sooner. My name is Eleanor. I am 65 years old. I live alone in a small house that used to feel too small when my son was still here. Now it feels too big, too quiet, too empty. When my husband passed away, my son Daniel was only 10. He didn't cry much. He just asked me one question. "Are you going to leave too?" I told him no, and I meant it. I worked 2 jobs, morning shifts at a diner, evening bookkeeping for a small store. At night, I'd come home exhausted, but I would still sit by his bed until he fell asleep because I promised him I wasn't going anywhere. Daniel was smart, determined. He got into a good college. The day he left, he hugged me so tight I thought my ribs would break. "I'll make you proud, Mom." He did. He built a career, got married, bought a beautiful house. I told everyone how proud I was. I just didn't tell anyone how lonely I felt. The calls became shorter. "Mom, I'm busy. Mom, I'll visit soon. Mom, we'll plan something." Weeks became months. Months became years. I told myself, this is normal. Children grow up. Mothers step back. One evening, Daniel came over. He didn't sit comfortably. He didn't look at me much. He said, "Mom, maybe it's time you moved somewhere smaller." Smaller. He said it gently, but it felt like being erased. He said it would be easier for everyone. I nodded because mothers always nod. A week later, while cleaning out my bedroom drawer, I found an envelope. My name written in messy handwriting. I recognized it immediately. It was from my grandson, Ethan. He must have been 7 or 8. I remember him giving it to Daniel once. I never knew it was meant for me. I didn't open it. I couldn't. What if it said something painful? What if it said nothing at all? So I placed it back in the drawer, and there it stayed for 18 years. Today, the house felt different. Too silent, too heavy. And something inside me whispered, "Enough." I took the letter out. The paper was slightly yellow now. My hands trembled. I opened it. Inside was a drawing, a little house, 3 stick figures, one tall, one medium, one small. Above it, he had written, "When I grow up, Grandma can live with us, so she never has to be lonely." I stared at it for a long time. Then I noticed something else. At the bottom, in newer handwriting, "Grandma, if you're reading this, I found it in Daniel's old box. I still mean it. Call me." There was a phone number. My heart started racing. Ethan would be 25 now. I hadn't seen him in years. I almost didn't call. What if he didn't remember me? What if this was just politeness? But then I remembered something. I promised my son I would never leave him. Maybe it was time to stop leaving myself. I picked up the phone. It rang twice. "Hello?" His voice was deeper now, confident, but warm. "Ethan, it's Grandma." Silence. Then, "Grandma? Oh my God, Grandma!" He started talking fast, asking how I was, why I never called, why we let so much time pass. Then he said something that broke me in the best way. "I've been trying to convince Dad to reconnect. He's stubborn, but I'm not." He told me something I never knew. Daniel felt guilty after asking me to move to a smaller place. He felt like he pushed me away. So instead of fixing it, he avoided it. Sometimes regret doesn't look like cruelty. Sometimes it looks like shame. 2 days later, there was a knock at my door. I wasn't expecting anyone. When I opened it, Ethan was standing there, taller than I remembered, holding flowers, and behind him, Daniel. He looked older, tired, just like me. For a moment, no one spoke. Then my son said quietly, "Mom, I'm sorry." That was all, just 2 words, but they carried 18 years inside them. We sat together for hours. We laughed, we cried, we talked about things we should have talked about years ago. Daniel admitted he thought giving me space was respecting my independence. I admitted I thought stepping back was loving him. We were both wrong. Love isn't distance. Love is presence. Ethan visits every weekend now. Daniel calls twice a week. The house doesn't feel empty anymore. Not because someone moved in, but because silence is no longer filled with fear. That letter, I was afraid it would break my heart, but it didn't. It healed it. Sometimes the thing we avoid the most is the thing that saves us. If you're holding on to something you're scared to open, maybe today is the day, before 18 years pass.